several of you have requested chords, right? Help with chords. Well, that's a tricky thing. It's kind of like learning how to do gymnastics or something like that. You've got to do a little bit every day, and over time, you'll see gradual progress. Now, I can give you some tips and tricks that will hopefully, facilitate that path to learning to change chords smoothly. Well, first we'll start with B and F. That was 2 chords that were requested. I'm going to assume you're talking about B minor. B and F are both bar chords, right? F might be just barring 2 fingers, or 2 strings, sorry. B minor is barring 5. But in any case, we're having to push down more strings. So we need to make sure we're using our left hand in a really efficient way. Have your guitar in your regular position here. I know I have mine kind of propped up a little bit higher, but whether you're down here or up here, this all works the same. But if you just bring your left hand up to the instrument and let your fingers kind of hang over the top of the neck, and then feel the weight of your left arm and shoulder under your hand, okay? So I'm just relaxing my left arm, and I'm just letting it hang on the neck, okay? What that's doing is giving you a feeling of how much your arm actually weighs, because the next step then is to transfer that weight into your left hand so that you're not just relying on this muscle right here to squeeze the strings down with your fingers, okay? That's going to be part of it, but we can't rely on that by itself. You've got to use your left hand with the weight of your left arm as leverage. Okay, so first of all, what I'm going to do is lay my index finger across the bottom 5 strings. So I've got over the 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st strings. All right, now I'm just going to press down that note B with the tip of my finger, and also letting my elbow sink to the floor, okay? And my thumb is at the back, just kind of stabilizing, all right? I'm not really even squeezing with my thumb at this point, okay? Another good little exercise is to try to press down a note with your finger without using your thumb at all, okay? Then you feel what it's like to use your arm for leverage, okay? Next thing, we're going to add the remaining notes to the B minor chord, but I'm still not making a bar, okay? I'm just using the tip of my finger there, tip of my 3rd finger, tip of the 4th finger, tip of the 2nd finger, okay? I've got all the notes for B minor pressed down except for the top note, the 1st string. That one right there, okay? But first, I want you to see if you can make those 1, 2, 3, 4 notes sound clear, no buzzes, and barely use your thumb to press, okay? Using your arm, using the bicep to pull in, using the weight of your arm to help direct that leverage into the strings. Okay, now should have the open E string if you're not pushing down your bar yet. Okay, now I'm just gonna drop my finger down, the 1st finger. Let me see better like this. See, it's up, and I just bring it in like that, and now I've got a full bar. Okay, now my elbow is, you can see it's not out here, right? It's not way in here, but it is kind of in. It's definitely not perpendicular, right? This line here of my forearm to this line of the guitar is not perpendicular, and it's not out. So elbow slightly in, fingers are curved and rounded, and using that weight. Now, when you've got everything set up, now you gently push upward against the neck with your thumb, and you should get a really clear, nice sounding bar chord. Same thing goes for F. Okay, so now you just heard the first time I played that, got a dead note on the 2nd string. And why did that happen? Well, I'm unnecessarily barring 3 strings where I only need to bar 2 for the F chord. Okay, now I've got this kind of the side of the index finger playing the 2nd string. And there you have it. Now for F, my elbow's definitely in, right? I'm not out like this. Notice how the alignment of my fingers changes drastically if I move my elbow out. Now that doesn't look healthy at all, right? It looks like I've broken my arm. So there. Notice the alignment I've got in the forearm all the way up to the back of the hand. Second finger curves out. First finger bends at the middle knuckle there, and allowing the tip of my first finger to cover the top 2 strings. And there you have it, F. Now, if F's giving you trouble, as I'm sure it might be, try this. Get a capo. If you're having trouble with any of your chords, use a capo. So if you put a capo on, say, fret 5, then I can tell already this F chord is so much easier to play, any chord. Okay, so if you're having some trouble with your chords, just use that capo and you can kind of move it down as you get more comfortable. Make sure it's on there right. Okay, then just keep moving it down until you've got no capo and you can play all your chords. Okay, good. Let's see what else we got request-wise.